Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching the finale of Moon Knight. Where has the time gone? I mean, it seemed just like yesterday, last week, that we were watching Steven fall out of bed, right? And being super confused at what was happening, and now it's over. It's nuts. Before we go any further, just a little happy May the 4th be with you to all those Star Wars fans out there. Yes, it's weird that we're watching Marvel content on a Star Wars day, but, well, they decided not to put Kenobi today. I don't know what to tell you. Back in the episode, we saw Marc waking up in the field of reeds. We saw Steven turn into stone or sand or something in the sands of the Duat, right? And Harrow is going crazy on Earth. Everything seems bad. Oh, and Jake doesn't seem like he's going to show up at all. Maybe an end credit scene this episode? I don't know. Everything seems bad, and we have the course of a single episode to figure it all out. So let's stop wasting time and let's go see it. Interestingly enough, the episode doesn't even have a title yet when I'm looking at it on Disney Plus. Let's just get into it. Oh, so we're seeing what happened on the outside. I would very much like to see Ammit in her bestial form this episode, but something tells me I won't get my wish. Still teasing Jake, but they're just not going to handle him. Hopefully another season. They give him the scarab. That's interesting. Oh, haha! That's a cool transformation. Turn it into an axe. Hopefully he goes and sees her again, instead of, Batmaning off and pretending to be dead. Interesting. It doesn't lead to the tomb per se, much less as it leads towards Ammit's Ushabti. Why is there a heavily armed traffic stop? Is this supposed to be normal? Or did someone tip off Harrow? Oh. Oh, that is horrid. Just tearing the souls out of anyone in the vicinity. Also seems to be some kind of mind control. Because, I mean, this guy was definitely doing his job right until now. He's not, like, fear, right? He's not scared into helping. He's just going along with it. It's not gonna work, Layla. I mean, a respectable effort, but,
Don't do it! Layla, wait. I am the goddess to wear it.
listen to the body. It's a hippo. Oh, this art is great. I really didn't think she'd actually get a message to Layla. Okay, so what's gonna happen? The pyramid's some kind of hint. Okay, got a magic Harry Potter door. That's cool. Hey, look who was right, you idiots.
Someone is trying to release Ammit.
What do you mean, but why? He told you he was gonna do it, but no, you wouldn't listen to Marc. Really convenient that Harrow heads straight to that chamber so Layla can follow him. Okay, let's see what the avatars can do. Never mind. We couldn't see the gods, and we can't see the avatars in a battle either. The bird, a little bit higher. Honestly, you could break them all. Wouldn't be too bad. Maybe not too bad. At least Tyrant would stop having to do Anubis' job if you broke that one. Ah, that's interesting. The mouth opens on that axe thing when the energy is on. Purple monster. Oh. Okay, no. It's cool. We actually get to see her. But, okay, that is... that's cool. But less cool that it's not in the beastly form. Right? I want to see the hippo hindquarters and the lion legs and all that.
Servant whose scales balanced perfectly.
Ooh, Harrow, what do you think about that? You want to create a world where everyone has balanced scales, and she wants someone who's not. Oh, man, Ammit's voice sounds familiar, but I just can't remember it. Oh, I was really hoping that he'd give her lioness hands, but no, just a crocodile. Also, the dreadlocks, the braids are just spectacular. Don't take her, go to Marc.
Because you won't win against Harold and Ammit alone.
You really didn't waste time trying to go after someone else.
Marc was
I don't trust you.
But need you. Wait, Khonshu, are you really going to attack as yourself?
Khonshu, time has been cruel to you.
indeed. I cannot.
Wait, if time has been cruel, does that mean Khonshu was once living? Well, living? He appeared living?
Your heart is full.
But he doesn't want to be.
Your journey is over.
Except he's going to reject it. He's going to reject heaven to go back to Earth.
Wait, think about this.
He doesn't have to. Made your choice, but don't stop. You better keep running, otherwise you're gonna turn to stone just like Steven. Do I say this in every reaction? I'm pretty sure I said this in every Pacific Rim the Black reaction I was just doing. Run, run, run. I say run all the time.
My path is set.
Wait, how did Steven get so close to the gates of Osiris? He was much farther away, but now the gates are like 10 steps away. Oh, well, this is the magical world.
Alive.
I love this. The fact that their relationship is like brothers in the end. Brothers that share the same body. But don't go to stone. Grab him. But that, the gates open and hearts light back up. To be honest, I don't know why it does this, but this reminds me exactly of Anna's sacrifice in Frozen, right? Jumping in the way to save her sister and freezing, then unfreezing. Oh, love it. And again, the whole double,
You are your own fate.
you know, actor thing is seamless. Ooh, god fight. Can't you? Oh, gosh. Move! Doesn't want you in here anymore. You guys need to get out of here quickly, because Khonshu's butt beat.
Osiris, you old softy! Now run!
Oh, so Osiris did open the gates. Thank you.
Tell me
Glad you realized you're wrong. Hopefully we get an apology.
choose oblivion.
Alright, he's back. Oh, and I'm loving the slow suit. That's so cool. Alright, Moon Knight's back.
Just curious about something.
Switching to Steven.
Stephen Grant, I was not speaking to you.
Well, he's speaking to you, so listen.
And we did just save your life, so.
Yes, Confident Steven is the best.
Answer my question though. How's this deal going to work?
But every time he sits on something is a whole new costume for like the costume
Well,
department.
we did learn from the best.
Up the night sky.
Right, you know what?
He is so dramatic.
Hurry up, idiots.
Oh my god, he can fly. Oh, so you are still alive. Please trap her in a cute animal.
She'd be vulnerable.
Or, fine, in Harrow and then kill Harrow and then it'll be... Okay, Layla, maybe you can be Tara's avatar? She's much nicer. Tara, shush. Tara, shut up. Come on, man. This is a spectacular place and you're just like, let's smack it.
I would be delighted to accept you as my avatar.
Oh my god, she's great too. I love it.
For the moon when he hears.
Aww. You know what?
My father? Yes!
Oh, now that reminds me of Lucifer.
Field.
I am very interested in seeing this fabulous costume. Oh, I love it. Look at the way the cape moves as he's flying. The Egyptians are like, what? What now? Oh no, now they all have the power to judge. Okay, look. At least random individuals grabbing people is at least better than a instant death. That's horrifying. Can you return those souls? She's... Oh, we're going giant. We're going giant. That's awesome. Can you please turn into your monster form? That would be very helpful. Also, she's eating the souls, which is what she's supposed to do. Ooh, shiny costume? I love it. Oh, she's got wing blades! Ah, no, never what I said. This is 10 times better. Oh, come on, smack into him. Why land lower? Oh, look at it. Oh my god, giant god fight as the avatars are flying through the air. Oh, and I love them swapping back and forth to do things. Okay, and I didn't mention earlier, but KAIJU's fighting style, that whole speedster thing is top notch. Not it's super interesting. Layla, could you come here? Oh, there she is. Awesome. What do I even choose as a thumbnail? Everything is happening. Aha! Ancient Egyptian Falcon, Sam Wilson.
Look amazing. What are you
I just love the costume swap. These two are such and sick now that you're just going back and forth as much as possible. Like, who expected? Okay, I knew a giant CGI fight would happen, but giant gods. Cool.
these new skill sets?
Yes, Steven can fight. Oh man, the Mr. Knight fight we all wanted. Oh, look at that flip! I love that she's just slapping him with her hair. Ah, oh, come on, this shot was in the trailers from like almost day one. Yes. I love that it's like, you Egyptian superhero? Yeah, I'm Egyptian. Jeez. I mean, a lot of these moves are just like Sam's, but the whole aesthetic is wildly different, and it's awesome. Oh, that's low blow. That's a low blow. That's not good. But... oh, that image. Stabbing him with his own scepter. Oh. Dude, just shoot her legs. That is the stupidest thing ever. Jake. Oh. Jake. Are you kidding me? Jake. Jake comes to save the day again. They leave, they come back, everyone's dead.
Marc?
I want to see Jake's costume. Oh, that's interesting. With at least 2 avatars that can channel the powers of the other gods through the statues. I'm very much looking forward to anyone giving a translation of what they're saying.
Leave neither of them alive.
Okay, but here's the problem. Both Marc
While he lives,
and
so too does she.
Steven aren't really so good about killing right now. I don't think they'll release you. Oh, you did get released. No, that can't last, can it? Oh, interesting. Back down here again.
What if we disagree, Doc?
Ha ha! I love this. The easy flips.
If we believe something different.
Oh, finally. His feet are bleeding. So what happened? Did you decide to keep the Moon Knight powers? What is that going to do? Here we go again. After all that, we wake up right back here in this bed. In this apartment. Both of... ah, now there's 2 fish. He fell over again. Why did you even tie yourself in? Oh, you're still worried about Jake, right? No, it's not going to end like that. There's got to be an end credit scene. But also, the moon is finally full. Is is it full or is it almost full? There's 7 minutes left. There's definitely some kind of end credit scene. Oh, even the staff changes in this final thing. I knew there was an end credit scene. Now who's in an asylum? Oh no. Never good when someone mysterious comes to take a bad guy away. Is this Jake? I saw the hat. It's Jake. Maybe? I don't know. It could be Jake. It could... The Spanish means it's probably the other guy. The CEO that killed everyone. Conchu is fancy. He's wearing the suit! That too! That was such a cool... They made that true in the comics as well.
Want to know something? When he has no idea how troubled he
Oh my god, it is Mark. Jake. Steven and Mark decided not to be the Avatar, but Jake did it! Ah, Jake! I knew you'd appear in the end credit scene. Interesting. They turned the New York Jake into a Spanish guy. Very cool. Spectre! Oh. He even has his fancy limo. Does that mean Jake is the rich personality? And that was episode 6. Which still doesn't have a title on Disney Plus. It still only says episode 6. And what an episode! I mean, that was awesome. I had no clue how they were going to finish everything this season, but they finished it all in 40 minutes by having, plots run simultaneously and not making Mark have to do everything by himself. It worked. It was great. To handle it in stages, right? Mark and Steven's reconnection, right, in the afterlife was really touching, right? Because you have these two sides of him, these two like brothers essentially, finally accepting one another, accepting that they need one another and want to stick around, right? Choosing to be with one another. I mean, Mark was in heaven. He was in heaven. He could have chilled, right? He could have enjoyed heaven. But he went back for Steven. He went back to the real world to help people, including Layla. And that's really cool. And then he went back. He was Moon Knight. And again, the new dynamic with Steven and Mark, allowing them to swap back and forth effortlessly, it's clear, right? Even before, when they knew each other was there was this whole like up roll eye movement when they switch, and now they're going back and forth in a blink, and it's really fun to see, and it's really cool to see when you have the costumes on and make it really, really, visually easy to tell the difference, right? And and they fight differently in their various costumes. Steven is more of a brawler. Mark is using the moonerangs and doing a whole lot of jumps and stuff. It's really cool. And of course, he flew. That was awesome. Wish he could do that more often, but it seemed like Khonshu had to allow it to happen using his powers. Then we had, of course, the gods. Ammit woke up, and she was depicted as a more traditional humanoid with the head of an animal. It's cool. She was still really amazing looking, but count me disappointed, right? I wanted to see that little, alligator, hippo, lion thing, right? I wanted to see that creature that she's always depicted as. Even in this very show, right? The first time they point at her, it's in that creature form, not in a more traditional god form. I don't mind. It makes more sense this way. And we got to see Khonshu get his action on. And both of them became as tall as skyscrapers. Because, Marvel cannot have an ending without a big CGI battle. And we got one, right? Luckily, smartly, what they didn't do was they didn't tie it so heavily to the CGI battle. Yes, it was happening in the background, but the focus of the fight was actually happening somewhere else. Which, again, is slightly better, but I'm sure people will complain about it anyways. I don't really mind. I still enjoy it anyway. But people will always complain about Marvel's third act issue and write whole articles about it, right? But that was awesome. And then Layla, right, becoming Tauret's avatar and essentially becoming an Egyptian falcon. Like, that's no discredit to her, right? It's just the very way they depicted her abilities, the way she fought. It was very similar to how Sam Wilson handles his own wings. Obviously, the size of their wings is very different. And the key difference here is that she's holding knives, these big blades in either hand, which does vary up the combat a bit with the slashing, but still, it was cool to see. I know she said temporary multiple times, but hey, why not keep him? I mean, Khonshu's a jerk, right? But Tauret seems to be quite nice. And I'm sure if you wanted to, you could negotiate the costume too. And of course, you can't stop without talking about the final reveal of Jake Lockley. I mean, if you've known the comics, you've been waiting for this guy to show up since the first episode. Essentially, Marc, Steven, and Jake are the three main personalities that have always been in play here, right? Not just two. These three are the most important out of the various ones, and so it was kind of odd to keep missing him. And then episode 3, right, we saw clear evidence that he was there, right? Even though Marc and Steven seemed to just walk right past it, and that compounded. Every episode had some teensy detail that clearly he was there. And even in this finale, I thought, what a cool decision to have our heroes be on that like brink of failure point, and then we don't get to see how they get out of it. It's just blink, and hey, guess what? It happened again, right? Jake Lockley took control and absolutely massacred everyone. I can only hope that we actually get to see Jake Lockley massacre everyone, in something else, but who knows, right? Because the end credit scene was cool, but it wasn't a 100%, hey, look, we're coming back for season 2. And of course, the idea that Jake Lockley is still working for Khonshu, which allows Marc and Steven to give up their powers but still have them, is a great idea. And it's a really cool way to like have the story and still have the powers at the end of it. I mean, we had to know that Khonshu knew about Jake, because remember, Jake happened in like episode 3 or 4, and Khonshu didn't mention anything, right? Marc and Steven are arguing about who did what, and Khonshu also just glides past it, right? We thought that maybe that's evidence that he took control of the body, but no, it's Jake doing it. And yeah, in the end, he spoke Spanish, which obviously they've been changing the personalities left and right. Stephen Grant was supposed to be a billionaire Bruce Wayne type, and he's not that. He's like a nerdy guy. So turning the New Yorker Jake Lockley and making him Spanish, I don't mind that. Especially that makes him even more different from Marc, who it already speaks an American accent. Having them all speak in various accents is a very much easier way of telling them apart. And Jake Lockley has no qualms about killing. He was wearing his comic book accurate outfit. Well, not exactly comic accurate outfit. And he was even driving the limousine because he's a cab driver in the comics. And Khonshu, there are a few like big images of Khonshu if you search them on Google that go around, and one of them is that same thing we saw at the limo at the end. Khonshu with his bird head, but wearing the all-white suit that resembled Mr. Knight. And I thought, okay, we won't see it. We won't see it in this show. And then, of course, the show's like, what? You think we'd get away without showing that? Of course we're going to show that one, too. We saw the statue, the Ushabti, the god form, right? And now even this suit. It's great. All in all, this was a spectacular show to add to the MCU. This was the first one to give us a brand new hero. Every other one last year kind of built off of someone we already knew from the movies. This one was the first one to have the challenge of starting someone new, someone, and not just someone new, someone who is vastly complicated, right? I'm sure there are a ton of people who didn't come back after the first episode because they were just too confused. But still, I loved the show. I loved Moon Knight, and I wish we could see more of him. It's a mystery for right now, but I know he's probably gonna come back. This is Marvel. They're not gonna let him just walk away. The performances throughout the show were spectacular. Oscar Isaac absolutely killed it as Mark, Steven, even that time he was, controlled by Khonshu, and yeah, even that little bit of time as Jake. It was spectacular seeing him play so many different variations of the character, and especially once the two variations got on the same screen, it was really cool. You could see how he's physically playing each character differently, right? And yeah, I loved it. The whole cast was great. Ethan Hawke as Arthur Harrow was a menacing villain and immensely frustrating. Yeah, I have nothing else to say at this moment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you maybe watched all my reactions with me. Even if you're just watching this one, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Over here is whatever YouTube decides to show you. Over here is a playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.